The Gimped Ninja.
Young Frankenstein, a classic movie written by Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder, starring Wilder as Frederick Frankenstein, great-grandson of famed Victor Frankenstein. Frederick inherits his father's castle and ultimately his legacy. Upon finding his grandfather's secret library detailing his work, Frederick set out to try it for himself, with the help of his servant Igor, played by Marty Feldman, and his lab assistant Inga, played by Terry Garr. Cloris Leachman plays Frau Brooker, the deceased Victor Frankenstein's love interest. Upon putting an abnormal brain in an oversized body, thanks to Igor's incompetence, the creature was not quite as articulated as they would have thought. The creature escapes, and after an interesting encounter with a little girl and a painful meeting with a blind man, is drawn back to the castle with violin music. Frederick attempts to save the monster with the power of love. Frankenstein presents the creature to a group of doctors, but upon a lightning bulb explosion, the creature freaks out and is taken into captivity. The creature is antagonized until he escapes, and ultimately kidnaps Frederick's fiancée. They spend some time together, before once again returning to the castle following the violin music. They attempt to perform a procedure to help bounce out the monster, just as a mob reaches the castle. But now that the monster has become less of a monster, they decide it's no big deal and live and let live. In the end, Frederick and Inga end up together, and Frederick Frankenstein's former fiancée freely fornicates with the creature. This movie breathes new life into a classic story in typical hilarious fashion you would expect from Mel Brooks. Gene Wilder and Marty Feldman provided constant comedic gold throughout. Although it doesn't really detract too much, this movie does lose 1 point because some of the close-up shots of the monster you can clearly see the lines of the makeup. Still, this classic earns a solid 9 out of 10.